What's up, you guys? It's Mocha Sim, and I know I said I'd just be uploading Sims videos, but I had to make an exception for Big Brother. Okay, so yesterday was the premiere of Big Brother 14. Yeah, 14, and I think it was actually pretty good. Well, pre-show stuff, CBS was having a voting session for former house guests to be have their own separate competition. And at first, I was like, ugh, it's another season 12, 13 again, where like Brendan, Rachel, Jeff, and Jordan were in the game. But then they said separate competition. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. So I voted for. There's wait, sorry. There's like 12 former contestants that you can pick from that you can vote. There was Enzo from season 12, Brittany from season 12, Rachel from season 12, and Janelle from season 6, um, Mike Boogie from season 2, Will Kirby from season 2, Dan from season 10, I think, or 11, um, Rennie from season 9, I think again. No, 10, and more. But the ones I voted for were Janelle, um, Danielle. Oh yeah, Danielle, and there's Dick too. I voted for Janelle, Danielle, Brittany, Enzo, and Dan. So I didn't really. At first, I wasn't gonna vote for Danielle because she was already on there last season. But I just decided to anyway. So, anyways, so we start the season off with 12 new contestants. There were there was JoJo, Willie, Ashley, Jody, Will with one L. Yeah, that's what it was. I think there was a Sean. There was Danielle, Kara, Ian, I think, the nerd guy, and more. But the ones who initially, I was like feeling JoJo because I felt like she was just gonna be like the bad one, like cause trouble, be like cool stuff. I like Jody. Well, I didn't really like her, but I always usually root for like the sister girls or like anyone people that I know a little biased, but anyone that's like of color. I was liking Will because he seems I don't know he seems like he might have a good social game, and he's like out there, like no, I'm not trying to be like homophobic, but like he's cool. Like I like his flamboyancy, I guess. Um, I was also liking Ashley because she was kind of funny with the whole spray tanning thing. That was really funny too. So they all come into the house, and then it turns out that there's gonna be four coaches. So I guess that's the vote. That was the voting with CBS with the voting. But I thought they were just gonna have their own separate game. I was like, how are you gonna have a separate game with only four people? So now I guess it makes sense now because yeah, they're coaches. So it turns out the four coaches are gonna be Dan. I think he's gonna be a good coach, especially considering that he's already a football coach. And he had a really good game when he was playing. And yeah, he was a good winner. And then there's Janelle, and I really like her. I also voted for her. Yeah, she's just gonna be good. There's Mike Boogie. Like I didn't really vote for him, but like he's cool. I don't know. I just never really was a fan of him really. and Brittany. And I don't know. I feel like Jill might be the underestimated coach because Brittany, she's kind of played in the end. She wasn't really like strong, whatever. So they get acquainted, and then the house guests are starting to look at Willie because Willie is Russell Hantz, from Survivor, Heroes versus Villains, in the original season he was on. That's his brother. So everyone was starting to see him like, are you Russell's brother? And Willie doesn't want to be known as his brother because Russell was the villain he was, and that's kind of hard because they like, really look alike, similar. But no one was really buying him, trying to say, "Oh, he's not my brother. We just look alike." Um, but anyways, off the bat, they start their first HOH. Well, not yeah, HOH or yeah, HOH competition. But then Julie Chen announces that whichever. Oh, oops, I forgot. Oops, back it up. The coaches had to pick their own teams. So on Janelle's, oh, I don't even know this. I don't even know a lot of the people. I'm sorry, but they had to pick their own. The four coaches picked teams of three. So they had their first HOH competition, and Julie Chen announces that whichever team comes in last place, they have one. The coaches have to choose one of them to be evicted the first night. And that really sucks because like they barely got a chance like to prove them, well, show themselves. But it also doesn't suck because they're already automatically getting rid of the floaters, and I don't really want a floater this season. And yeah, so it kind of worked out. So the HOH competition is where like they have to. It's sort of like a wipeout like competition where they have to go across mattresses to get these teddy bears and go back and put them on the shelf. And the whole team, excluding the coaches, has to get it. And yeah, it was pretty simple. Well, it seemed simple at first, but then when the thing started, one of the mattresses like they rotate, it rotates around, and another one of the mattresses is like a teeter totter. It's like it tips down and it tips up. You have to like really find balance in that or strategy. The last mattress, and so it was really funny watching that competition because everyone was falling, especially Jody. Like, so she was like, "Oh, I have long arms. Yeah, I'm a marathon runner." But yeah, she was not even. She wasn't. She was like the worst of the. She did the worst. But at the end, Brittany's team won, which consisted of the guy. I forget his name, but the guy, not the guy with the curly blonde hair, Willie, and forget the other person, but Brittany chose Willie, and Brittany said that she picked Willie so it can solidify his status in the house. And that's smart, because at least people know. I don't know, because people probably have been gutting for him, even though I don't think the team could put Willie up. But anyway, I think it was good. So, yeah. And it turned out that Dan's team, they got last place, and it was Dan's team was Kara, Danielle, and Jody. And I don't get why Dan chose those people because like if he is a if he's supposed to be like a football coach, like he had like he had an upper hand. Like he had two picks at one. He had a really good pick. Well, he had an opportunity to get some good picks. Like what if he want like at least one male on his team? I don't think he had a male on his team. Like there's no guys and no like I'm not saying that females aren't strong, but at least the females he picked weren't really strong. But anyway, so he had like a little bit of time to choose who he had to evict, and Dan was thinking that it came down to Danielle and Jody. So at the end, he decided to evict Jody, and I don't blame him because Jody did really bad at that competition. And no offense to her, but she's like, you know, she's not really a sister girl. But she was more like the whitest black girl. So, goodbye, Jodie. So, that's basically a little summary and review on the episode. Bye.